Is we have watercolors out of the tube and medium filbert, and let's just leave what we have there, and then maybe not. Let's see what we can come up with here. So we're going to just keep things kind of wet. We have a towel to absorb, and we have watercolor paper. I haven't used it before, but I'm told that once it gets wet, it comes off. I'm not sure if she knew what she was talking about. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. We'll find out, I suppose. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just keeping things simple. Not trying to do too much in the way of anything but just putting color down. Okay, this is a good tray setup that we use, and then come in with a much larger filbert and blend things in through and out, through, in and out. And I kind of like this dry kind of effect that we got when we first started. The other ones didn't. This is not, from what I'm seeing, it's not blending and fading. Well, no complaints. Okay, so we're going to make the best of what we got without further complaint. But just, it just requires, I guess, just a little bit of work, that's all. So, and one final aspect, which is there, and then get the excess off on your towel. That you should have just a dirty towel that's absorbent enough to do what you need it to do. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Apply, blend, fade. Wash, rinse, repeat. Okay, so this, you know what, it is a good effect, but we're going to just go ahead with that and continue that wash, rinse, repeat process. Also there, because it's kind of the theme of, we have a kind of a visual theme going for blending and fading, washing, rinsing, repeating, and developing. We're right now using a larger, I guess you'd call it a large, it's the shape of a large filbert, whatever that is. I don't want to act like I know what I'm talking about. That wouldn't be right. I just like to talk too much. What we really need to do is just enjoy the process. So we have a smaller, and then we have a much smaller. So the much smaller, let's do something really, really radical. How about? So okay. And we're coming around. Here's what our palette looks like. I don't know if we got a good look at that. We got alizarin, crimson, and cobalt blue. So red, yellow, and blue, basically the three primaries. That's how we're going to work right at the moment. Okay, so I saw something interesting that I want to develop. So we're down here thinking as we, it's kind of like, I'll just say, sometimes it's fun to just talk about stuff that's going on in your life that might be relevant to those that are in the viewing audience, such as remembering when I was in the Tapers Union for a while in the Bronx and in New York City many years ago. And the union boss came up to me one day because I was just like really just, I don't know what, I just didn't fit in kind of, and I was like stressing out and talking too much. And we would have union meetings where you had to go all the way. It was like a 3-hour round trip at least, maybe more, on the subway from Brooklyn to the Bronx where the union meetings were. And I didn't really know how to fit in. Something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. And finally the union boss said, Davey, because people call me David, because that's partly I'm Joel David Hans Listokin. A lot of people call me David. A lot of people call me Hans. Most people call me Joel. And every now and then someone calls me Listokin. I don't care what anybody calls me, just call me. Okay, but that's not what I said to the union boss. Anyway, to be continued, we got this set out. The design is set out to be developed. Once again, we'll take another look at our work area, the easel, thanks to a wonderful teacher who gave us this easel, who wishes to remain anonymous, art teacher and music teacher, and landlord. Work area, this is a good way to have things. This is the best brush I could think of. It's just really great. I think it costed me. Sometimes really good brushes, some good supplies, sometimes it costs you. But, and that's, sometimes I do a video with the idea of telling the audience, I'm using the cheapest possible supply to let you see some things that you can do yourself without spending a lot of money. And then sometimes, like today, I use a little more expensive supplies depending on what's available, just kind of to give myself a break. Because if I'm trying to be professional, it's important to use sometimes some higher quality stuff. It does make a difference. It depends on if you're just learning and experimenting, that level is wonderful and you could use what you want. To be continued, everybody. Have a great rest of the Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. Thank you so much. Thank you. Coming to you from New York. Thank you.